Good afternoon. Welcome to the Three Gates of Enlightenment meditation meeting series. This is week 9. The title is What is Enlightenment? The purpose of our meeting is to be a community where we chant Taeeulju mantra together to heal ourselves as well as the place that we're living in, and the environment that we happen to be living in. And today we're going to be looking at the title, What is Enlightenment? The lecture series is based on His Holiness the Jongdosanim's lecture that he gave at Time Center, which is at the building of New York Times Building in October of 2016, before this ongoing pandemic. When you get a chance, please buy the book and read it. It's being sold at Amazon, as well as Barnes and Noble. It'll give you truly a new insight into what it means to be meditating and the meaning of enlightenment. Today is the final chapter of the 9-week series. We're going to be looking at the meaning of enlightenment. And as we pass through the last gate of the enlightenment, the third gate of enlightenment, the rise of the Eastern learning movement and the coming of the cosmic autumn. We've looked at the meaning of cosmic autumn. We've looked at the meaning of Eastern learning movement. And we'll finally come into understanding of chapter 5, which means the awakening of 3 elixir fields of life through the reverse method. It sounds a little intriguing as well as mysterious when we say 3 elixir fields of life. So let's take a look at what that means. And what does it mean when we speak about enlightenment in terms of awakening the 3 elixir fields. We went through the 9-week workshop, and yes, we are at week 9. What is enlightenment? Which is part of the third gate. So what does it mean? After passing through 3 gates of enlightenment, one thing should be very clear to us by now. Meditation on the Taeeulju mantra is the culmination of 6,000 years of ancient wisdom from the East and is the greatest necessity of our time. So we looked at the history of meditation, starting from the Hongsan culture. We looked at the statue of the goddess sitting and meditating, that's 6,000 years old, maybe older, as well as the principle that came down to us from 9,000 years old. According to that principle, we've been meditating what is known as Taeeulju mantra. But at the same time, even though it is as old as 9,000 years to 6,000 years, it is really what is the greatest necessity of our time, this time that we're facing today, this time of tragedy, of pandemic that we happen to be facing, and we might be overcoming soon, hopefully. It is fitting then to close by sharing more about exactly how meditation helps us and by providing a few guidelines for the practitioner. So we have gone through past 8 weeks looking into how we meditate, the meaning of meditation, and today he will give us a few guidelines for us practitioners of Taeeulju mantra and also enlighten us by letting us know what really meditation is all about. We have already shared many of the benefits of meditation, but it is not enough just to meditate from time to time. This will not bring about the change that our world needs at this moment. We must learn to meditate throughout life without stopping to develop the desire for this kind of meditation. It may be required that I share a bit more about the benefits of the practice. It is a very good idea to set up a place in your house, in your bedroom, in your living room, a little corner, a peaceful corner that you set up as this is my meditation space. Have a little table, have an offering of water bowl to the spirits, to your ancestors, to heaven and earth. So, in that meditation space that you made holy by conducting a meditation, that you make spiritual, that you make healing, so that becomes your meditation place, that becomes your healing place. If you need further instruction of how to do that, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to guide you in that space. The first reason it is important to meditate is something that I have already touched upon, which is related to the question about the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? If we hope to understand the answer to this question, we must meditate. So the purpose of meditation is, the first purpose is to really to understand our purpose of life, or the meaning of life, to see what that is. I guess it's kind of circular, but at the same time, in our meditation, we come to affirm who we are. By doing so, we understand what is the meaning of life. It offers us a period of time during which we connect with our own deepest essence. It is only through doing this that we come to experience our true purpose. When all of our activities are observed in the external world, we do not have access to this inner wisdom within us. So, in our daily activities, our senses are going out towards us, right? We have a relationship with people, so our senses are towards the other people. Or we work with certain tools, then our senses are towards that tool. Or we're thinking with our mind or brain, then our senses are all observed in there. It's not inside us. So we direct our senses inside us. We sense who we are. We sense our inner self. We sense our inner organs too. When all our activities are observed in the external world, we do not have access to this inner wisdom within us. So meditation is a time to really look into myself, look inside my mind, but also inside my body as well. When we breathe consciously, we start to feel our breath. We start to understand our consciousness that is breathing. We start to understand our consciousness that is working our organs, whether it's liver, heart, stomach. We become aware of how our mind and body works together. Another way we might approach this point is to say that the purpose of our existence is that we are meant to attain ultimate enlightenment. So, in order to understand our purpose, we need to meditate. But in the end, our purpose is really the meditation itself. And through that meditation, we come to know who we are. We come to be enlightened. And that is possible only through meditation. So those two things are intimately connected. That is meaning of life and why we meditate. We're born and exist for the purpose of spiritual maturization, and this is achieved through meditation. So the first meaning of enlightenment is to understand meaning of life. And the meaning, the true purpose of life, the true purpose of meaning of life itself is to be enlightened through the practice of meditation. The second reason we must meditate is also a reason that I have spoken previously. Humanity is living at the time of Gebyak, this time of change from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn, which means that The great opening of heaven and earth, the time of autumn is opening. This is a season of great change. In this age, meditation is not a choice, but is a question of our survival. During the time of great change, we must practice meditation in order to survive. We see the signs of change around us. We might call it global warming. We might call it pandemic. But the change that is upon us is really global. It's not regional anymore. The problem we face is really a common problem of all of humanity. So when we practice meditation, it's no longer an individual meditation, but it is a meditation for the society to transform and to live together. Last week, I talked about holding the word to save life in our hands when we meditate, as well as when we sense the world. The third reason we must meditate is one that I have not yet shared enough about. It is through meditation that we gain everlasting life. What does he mean by everlasting life? In daily life, we waste our essence. We consume our essence. We slowly use up our life force. That is the natural path, the way of nature in this life. But at the same time, this is a path that leads to death. That is, we use up our essence and in the end, we die. But the point of meditation is this wisdom can be a powerful focal point for understanding the basic mechanics of what happens in meditation. We meditate to overcome the physical death and gain everlasting spiritual life. This has not been examined in detail by great enlightened ones of the East. So let me explain. I mean, it has been examined in detail by great enlightened ones of the East. So let me explain how this happens in more detail. So the third purpose of meditation is everlasting life. Yes, we die. We have a physical death. But what happens to our spiritual life, our spiritual self? What happens to it? In meditation, we strengthen our spiritual self by understanding the purpose and meaning of life, by gaining enlightenment, by becoming one with life of heaven and earth. We strengthen our spiritual life as the one of life of heaven and earth. That is the three elixir field of life, Nature, life, essence. Nature resides in our head. Life, it resides in our heart. Essence resides in our kidney, or sometimes referred to as upper dantian, middle dantian, lower dantian. And those each essence, life, and nature is something that we have received when we are born, the creation, transformation, nature, edification, that is life, and governance, that is the essence. So, how do we increase this everlasting life that is within us, that will be with heaven and earth? When one devotedly cultivates and purifies themselves with Tao, their essence and soul become densely concentrated. So, upon their death, their soul ascends to heaven and never dissipates or disperses. However, when one does not cultivate and purify themselves with Tao, their soul eventually dissipates into nothingness like mere smoke. In other words, after we leave the physical body on earth and when we die, there might be a second death, a death of spirit. When our spirit dies, we dissipate without leaving a trace. Our identity, who we are, is the heavenly mandate that we have received from the heaven when we were born. It resides in our heart. It receives its essence, it receives its nature, and it becomes who I am. In my meditation, it becomes who I am. My mandate becomes stronger. My mandate that needs to be one with heaven and earth becomes stronger and stronger in my meditation. It awakens it. And that becomes my spiritual being. And in death, that spiritual being is one with heaven and earth. So that is the third meaning of meditation, that is to gain spiritual life in living as well as in death. Someone may ask, what kind of change occurs in your physical body that allows you to become immortal when you meditate and attain enlightenment? To answer that question, I'd like to share with you a secret about the human body. There are three forces in our body. In the spiritual cultures of the East, the creative and all-powerful force in the universe is revered as the Samshin, or known as the Triune Spirit. These three does not mean three separate spirits, but this Triune Spirit is one spirit that functions as three: to create, as the spirit to create, as the spirit to nurture and edify, and the spirit to govern. The spirit to create resides in our head, the spirit to nurture and edify resides in our heart, and the spirit to govern resides in our kidney. This is true for both the human body and the entire universe. God manifests in three: as creativity, as nurturing, and as governing within our body. So we are born with this triune spirit at the time of birth. The fundamental principles of meditation are most intimately related to these qualities. So in our meditation, we really need to understand the principle of the universe, the time of cosmic year, birth, growth, harvest, and rest. We also need to understand these qualities, this principle within our body as well. When we understand the principle, then our meditation start to work. When we don't really understand this principle, then our meditation kind of doesn't really uh, properly, uh, we can't really see those qualities functioning in our body. They come to be situated in three different energy centers in the body and are collectively referred to as the three elixir fields of life: upper dantian, middle dantian, and lower dantian. These are related to the seven chakras, but are a simplified understanding of them. The lower energy center is the abdomen, the middle one is the heart, and upper one is in the head. At birth, the spirit of creation, edification, and governance of the Triune Spirit settle in our body as the three truths, which is nature, life, and essence. So, this spirit of creation, edification, and governance, when it enters in our body, it becomes nature, life, and essence. It becomes essence that feeds our body, that gives material to our body. It becomes life mandate, the purpose, and it becomes nature, human nature, who I am. And these three are the divine treasure of the Triune Spirits. So it is the God, nature, and life and essence that is within us, that we are becoming one with in our meditation, that that we strengthen it and return it back to the heaven and earth. The first of the three sacred elixir fields, the spirit of creation, comes to rest in the center of the brain. The spirit of creation is a light of purity and blinding brightness that transforms into human nature. So when you open this uh, crown chakra, you see it as a bright purity of blindingness that comes into you and comes out of you. This nature refers to humanity's original state of mind. The second of the three sacred elixir fields is the spirit of edification. This comes to rest in the center of the upper body near the heart, and it transforms into human life. So when this heart chakra opens, your heart becomes one beat, one wave together with the wave of heaven and earth. It pulses together with the wave, the pulse of the heaven as well as the earth. This comes to rest in the center of the upper body near the heart, and it transforms into human life. The second elixir field is also understood as the mandate of heaven. You come to know the meaning of life. The third and the last of the elixir field is the spirit of governance, and it comes to rest in the abdominal area under the navel. This transforms into human essence. It is the source of energy that governs the state of health in both mind and body. So when this last chakra opens, you will feel a burning sensation at the back spine, at the back of your spine. It really warms it up. It heats it up and shoots up through your back spine. It fills your mind and body with warmth, uh, the love, the feeling of health, as well as well-being, and it wakens the heart chakra as well as the crown chakra. This third and last quality is also understood as the focal point from which the road to enlightenment is paved through meditation. So it is important. This third and last quality, the essence, wakes up first, and then it awakens the heart chakra and the crown chakra. Meditation is the reverse method. What does that mean? The main principle of meditation is called the reverse method. This is at the heart of all meditative techniques and is the secret to success. We consume and exhaust our vital energy from the day we're born to the day we die. So even though it is the essence that we need to awaken, But at the same time, when we conduct our daily activity, it is the essence that we waste and we consume. So in meditation, the reverse takes place. In our daily activity, we consume and exhaust our essence. In meditation, we strengthen it. Especially Taeeulju mantra is the water energy of the universe that comes into us and strengthens our essence. So that is the ultimate reverse method. And when our lower dantian, or when our kidney area, when our the essence awakens, that's when the energy, the water energy, rises through our back spine and awakens our heart chakra as well as our crown chakra. Um, and then the cycle of water energy and fire energy takes place. We consume and exhaust our vital energy from the day we're born to the day we die. This is the natural cycle of life for the body, but it is also the cycle that leads to death. In normal life, our essence goes down out through our actions, our digestive system, and our sexual life. But in meditation, our essence goes in reverse. So that's what he means by reverse method. In other words, we strengthen our life and awaken our spirit. We strengthen our essence. We receive the water energy from Taeolchan heaven, and we strengthen our essence. So we we reverse the essence that we consume and waste, and we strengthen our water energy in the kidney, and it rises through our back spine, and then fire energy comes down and it circulates. Through the reverse method, we awaken the three elixir fields in the body. We rouse the inner spiritual qualities slumbering in the body. We accomplish this by strengthening our essence, which is the water energy within the kidney. As the water energy rises, it goes through our spine and awakens our chakras. First, it awakens our heart chakra. As I said before, when the heart chakra awakens, it feels the pulse of heaven and earth. It beats together with it and makes open to our heavenly mandate that we received in our hearts. Ultimately, it awakens our nature in the head chakra. And when the head chakra opens, it feels like lightning has come from the heaven. It goes through your head all the way down to your lower dantian. It pierces you, and the energy of Taeolchan heaven pours down into you. Ultimately, it awakens our nature, and then and then the between eyebrows it opens, and the brightness you see. Ultimately, it awakens our nature in the head chakra, which we originally received from heaven. So when we open it, we get a direct channel to heaven. Without meditation, the energy of fire rises to the head, not water. During daytime, we do things with passion, so the fire energy from heart rises and goes to the head. But the reverse method needs to take place. That is, fire energy needs to come down and water energy needs to go up. This results in stress, which becomes the basis of a host of disease, including high blood pressure and diabetics, when fire energy rises. And naturally, the fire energy rises. So you want the reverse to take place when you meditate. The water energy to go up and fire energy to come down. With the reverse method, we make the water energy rise and the fire energy go down. The water goes up your spine, and the fire energy comes down through your front. When your crown chakra opens, you're going to feel a cool breeze breezing through your head anytime it opens. Obviously, when you're intense meditation, it's going to pour down like a lightning and thunder that goes through your crown. But in regular times, you're going to feel like it's like there's a hole open. The just gentle winds blows on top of your head. The water goes up your spine, and the fire energy comes down through your front. In meditation, this reversal takes place. When the crown chakra opens, the energy of heaven comes in. So in everyday activities, if your crown chakra is open, you can. It feels like a cool breeze passing through your head. But when you're meditating, when when it really opens, it comes in like the lightning. It feels like you're skewered, like stuck to the ground. Even if the crown chakra is not yet open, when you sit down to meditate, this reversing process is taking place. The water and fire energy is circulating. Furthermore, when the process occurs in a more continuous way, the chakras open up. When this occurs, it is very intense and you will feel a burning sensation in the back of your spine while it first rises from your essence. And as the water energy goes up, you're going to feel that. First, you're going to feel it as a gentle feeling of warmth in your stomach. And then eventually, if you have a little back trouble, and we all have that, in that case, you're going to feel a burning sensation in the back of your spine and rising. And then when water and fire circulates in your body, it circulates in your cells as well. And then you're going to feel tingling in each cell of your every part of your body, in your face and every place. Then the three elixir fills, the heavenly essence, become awakened in the body in the form of edification, creation, transformation, and governance. The essence of creation transformation dwells in the crown chakra, edification in the heart chakra, and governance in the lower chakra. And that is really making up our life. That is the life that we have received when we are born. And that is the life we consume and waste in our daily activities. But that is the life that we awaken and strengthen when we meditate. So that is the purpose of meditation. That is what enlightenment means, and that is what meditation means, and that is the meaning of life itself as well. Meditation is the way to strengthen your essence. In the East, where characters are used, the word for meditation is su heng, or sometimes it's called sudo. Su means to cultivate, hang means to practice, take action, or do something, like the Nike commercial. Just do it. Um, Same thing with meditation. Just do it. So meditation means to cultivate the movement of the body and mind. It is a way to recover your original and true spirit, your essential nature, and transcend the death of the physical body to become an immortal spiritual being. In English, the root of the word meditation, uh, has three meanings. The first is to measure, the second is to contemplate, and third is to heal. This is why one Indian guru said, actually Deepak Chopra said this, meditation is the ultimate medicine. So meditation is what consolidates the essence of life. It is a beautiful and holy act that opens the door to your true original mind that becomes one with heaven and earth, that awakens and becomes enlightened to the mind of heaven and earth as well. The mind that always wants to save life. The purpose of heaven and earth is to generate life, is to give life, is to bring life, is to save life. The reverse method is the means by which the sages and those who attained enlightenment came to know the meaning of life. This method is actually a secret that isn't to be revealed. Even when someone donates billions and billions of dollars, only a small amount of this method is supposed to be transmitted, but still I feel compelled to share it with you. So she shared the secret with us at Time Center in October 2016, and I'm sharing with you today through the book. So when you get a chance, please actually read the book and experience this meaning of enlightenment uh, for yourself. The other form of meditation is dynamic meditation. So we uh, tried dynamic meditation last week. We're going to try it one more time today. And hopefully this becomes part of your everyday meditation practice. In dynamic meditation, you chant a mantra in a quick tempo, and your body moves in tandem with the pulse of surrounding nature. You chant mantras while standing, walking, and working. So chanting becomes part of your everyday life. Meditation becomes part of your everyday life. In that case, you will sense and feel and interact with your surroundings, with your nature, with your people, relationship, all of it. You're going to sense it differently. You're, you chant mantras while standing, walking, and working. You move as if dancing and sing the song of heaven and earth, the Taeeulju mantra. That is dynamic meditation. At the beginning of this chapter, I gave 3 reasons for doing meditation. Yes, we went over it. It reveals us the meaning of life. We looked at that. It is critical for survival in this time of great transformation from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn. This time of Kebyok, that is called Kebyok, the great opening. And because it is the great opening of heaven and earth, we also need to open us as well through meditation. And open the time of yin, the time of female. It reverses our energy, bringing us to eternal life. It awakens our elixir fields. So instead of wasting energy, we actually strengthen our energy. For each of these same reasons, dynamic meditation is the most powerful form of meditation in this age. The benefit of dynamic meditation. We meditate to find the meaning of life. Generally, when one meditates, one sits still. This is true while practicing either the Zen method of breathing or the chanting mantras or the chanting of mantras. However, in times of crisis, due to natural disasters or major and unforeseeable accidents, nobody can just close their eyes comfortably and practice meditation. Obviously, in those situations, it would be great if we had the ability to sit still, but in such a critical situation, it is not possible. Even in situations that are not as critical, it is not easy to sit still and meditate because a lot of things will come to you when you meditate. In your thoughts, sometimes in your environment. Furthermore, one of the reasons that meditators give up is because they have too many worldly thoughts or idle thoughts during their meditation practice. Billions of thoughts will come into you. Some people tell me that they even remember while they were in mother's womb. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, actually. Those things occur, those thoughts occur naturally in your meditation, and they actually are the kind of thoughts that needs to be healed. So that's actually a good thing. But how do you actually heal it instead of getting obsessed by the thought? That is what dynamic meditation is all about. This can be easily resolved with dynamic meditation. In dynamic meditation, we can chant mantras while moving our body in search of self-healing and in total freedom. Sometimes when you're dynamic meditation, your hand kind of moves naturally and start uh, pounding at a certain place. That means that is really the area that needs to be healing. That healing needs to take place. It's almost like acupuncture. When we do this, the negative energy that has been accumulated in the mind and body from fatigue, from the pent-up pressures in our internal organs, and from sadness and trauma can be raised. In this process, we receive chi from heaven. The spirit inside our body is unlocked. When we practice dynamic meditation for even 30 minutes, it can help us relieve fatigue, release stress, and energize the body. When practiced on a daily basis over time, it'll heal mental distress such as insomnia, schizophrenia, and depression. And as I said before, it's good. It's great to have this meditation space at your home where you can kind of separate yourself from other distractions and meditate. The ultimate reason that dynamic meditation is more powerful than still meditation is that now is the time of great transformation when the cosmic seasons change. The energy of the universe goes through the reverse method at the time of change from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn. So the energy of summer is expanding. The civilization expands, it grows. The energy of autumn is that it contracts. You can see what I mean by looking around you. It's just springtime. All the flowers are blooming, and the green leaves are coming out. The water that was ground in the wintertime goes through the roots of the trees and trunks and branches and makes green leaves. In summertime, the greens cover the sky, and the leaves do photosynthesis and makes energy. When autumn comes, the water goes back to the roots. It goes back to the origin. That's what Taeeulju mantra is all about. It is bringing water to the origin. We're receiving the water energy from the origin. And when the water returns to the origin, the leaves don't have water anymore, so it changes color and falls, and the tree stops growing, and all the nutrients and energy goes to the fruit, and it makes fruition. So in our meditation, we return to our water to the roots, which is kidney. It strengthens the energy, and we become the fruit of the universe. In a symbolic way, you can think of yourself as the fruit of the universe that comes into fruition at the time of the cosmic autumn time. Through the reverse method, through the reversing nature of the universe itself, because universe undergoes this reverse from expansion into contraction and comes into fruition. We need to bring our civilization into fruition as well. So it is not only individual meditation coming into fruition, but we also need to bring harvest to our civilization as well and open up the time of cosmic autumn. Thus, humanity must undergo the reversing method through meditation. Now is the time when enlightenment and self healing cannot be achieved through still meditation alone. Now we need dynamic meditation. From now on, a Copernican change in culture of meditation is required. That is, we need to do dynamic meditation along with still meditation. Dynamic meditation is any kind of movement that you make while you chant the mantra, whether that means stretching or simply you moving your hand or feet. It's the easiest thing is start by moving your hand, but you can stand up and dance, stretch, or move your hand, move your head. You can move all around. When you do still meditation, your legs may fall asleep, or you may start to come up with many different thoughts. So you might begin your meditation by doing still meditation and then change into dynamic meditation naturally if this happens. Dynamic meditation is based on sitting meditation, but it reversed the method of quiet sitting meditation. Instructions on meditation practice. Let me close by offering you some guidance for your own meditation practice. I recommend that you begin with still meditation, silent chanting, just breathing and being aware of your breath. Then proceed to quiet chanting. That is, you chant only you can hear. And then you go on to chanting out loud. You chant Taeeulju mantra out loud. You can switch to dynamic meditation when you get tired or restless. I'll give you recommendations for each of these stages, but really, you need a teacher for this. There also is a ritual to perform before engaging in meditation, like offering the water bowl. It is the ritual of offering pure water and deep bows. Since we have lost the original culture of meditation, we have also lost this practice. To learn this ritual, he recommends, and I also recommend. However, you can visit a Jingsandu Dao center and speak with the Dharma teachers so you properly understand how to do each steps of meditation, breathing meditation, silent chanting, quiet chanting, chanting out loud, as well as dynamic meditation. Now, let's take a look at the Dojan passages that regards the meaning of enlightenment. Heaven and earth would be empty shells without the sun and moon. The sun and moon would be empty shadows without people possessing supreme devotion. So the purpose of the universe, if you think about it, our earth is the perfect environment to have life. And because of that, we are here today. But we really don't have a meaning unless we come into fruition of the meaning that heaven and earth generated, that our environment, so we are here today. So people possessing supreme devotion, that becomes the fruit of heaven and earth. In this time of fruition from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn really means enlightenment. It really, we are paying back the devotion of heaven and earth by becoming one with heaven and earth, by becoming the fruit of heaven and earth, by becoming the fruit of human civilization of past cosmic spring and cosmic summer. So the symbol of heaven and earth is sun and moon, because the sun, earth, and moon is in a perfect position. If the earth was just a little closer to the sun, life would not exist. If the earth was just a little further from the sun, life would not exist. If the moon did not exist to to cool the earth in the nighttime and just at its place, life would not exist. The yang energy and yin energy is perfectly in its place to generate life. Now it's about to go reverse method, so the life comes into fruition. So we as each human being needs to bring about fruition to our past, to our ancestry, to our evolution, to our rebirth process, so we can enter the time of cosmic autumn and answer to the prayer of heaven and earth by coming into enlightenment, by becoming the fruits of heaven and earth. The new civilization of autumn blooms into 3,000 nations. The grand destiny of Tao mastery civilization ripples to the end of the universe. So the time of cosmic autumn is when everybody is enlightened. It's a society of humanity of enlightened people. But that enlightenment is something that we, each individual, needs to achieve. One day, Sangjem wrote out the verses of Taeeulju mantra as follows: humchi 태을 천상음분, humni 차돌에 humnyamni sapa. Having written the mantra, he asked his disciples, "What does the mantra shape suggest you?" And one disciple said, "The shape reminds me of a spoon." I guess he was really hungry. But anyway, Well, when you look at it, kind of reminds me of a spoon as well, too, I guess. But anyway, he said, the shape reminds me of a spoon, Kapchil replied. And then Sangjin said, you're right. Ooh, look at that. I thought he was joking. I thought he was hungry. But Sangjin said, you're right. I'll intermingle the East and West, like bibimbap. If you go to Korean restaurant, make sure to you order bibimbap. Bibimbap is like rice mixed with vegetables and everything else, and you mix it and eat it. It's very delicious. It's the most representative food of Korea. And in olden times, you make bibimbap and you share it with the family, with everybody around you. 상제님 declared. And you make bibimbap because there's like leftover things. You put it all together and mix it. 상제님 declared. And you will partake of it with this spoon. The spoon that is Taeeulju. The Taeeulju mantra, shaped like a spoon, is the mark of sustenance. If this mark is posted on your house, the spirits of the mysterious disease will recognize your homes as houses of Tao and refrain from trespassing within. So, in this age of pandemic, Tej Mantra really is the key to opening your essence and strengthening your immune system. It becomes part of sustenance of my life. Somebody told me, well, I am going to get vaccinated. Yes, please get vaccinated. I'm not, I'm not telling you not to get vaccinated. But we, in the end, truly need a systemic change where we do not destroy our environment in our nature. So these unknown pathogens do not jump from animals to humans. We really need to be one with our universe, one with our nature, one with heaven and earth. We need to be awakened to that, not as individual, but as a society. And Terj Mantra is the awakening key for me as well as for our society. The key to opening up the time of cosmic autumn. Resist the unrush of sleep and chant the Terj Mantra countless times. Terichan Sangwon-gun is the most sovereign emperor of heaven, and so the Terj Mantra will be chanted in every village, in every school for 50,000 years. These days, I'm not sure whether you guys are aware of it or not, but even in elementary schools and middle schools, students have meditation time, and they actually do meditate in the United States in almost, I believe, 1/10 of all the schools. What Sangjanin is saying that eventually, Terj Mantra will be chanted by every children for 50,000 years. It is the sustenance of life and essence for us for coming into fruition as well as enlightenment for the next 50,000 years. And you guys are the pioneers of it. Humchi is the sound of calling out to the parents, heaven and earth. Our parents are the heaven and earth. It is the sound that's calling out to heaven and earth. It is the sound of humanity calling out to God like a calf lowing to his mother. So Sangjami is saying, Chi is a sound like a little cow looking to suckle on mother's tits for the milk. I was once giving a lecture in Los Angeles, and a woman raised her hand and said, "Yes, that's exactly the sound that my baby makes when the baby is hungry and suckling for milk." It was Chi. So it is a way of us suckling on the tits of the universe and receiving the milk from our parents, heaven and earth. And Terichan Sangwon-gun is the milk. It's the origin, the healing of the universe. Humni Chadre Humnyamnizapa is the sound of Humchi, lengthened, more enshrined, more worshipful way of saying it. The Terju mantra is the medicine. It is the enlightenment. Shinrong saved many lives by tasting 100 herbs to devise medicine, but will save countless lives throughout the world by chanting the Taeeulju mantra. It is the time of change from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn. 50,000 years of cosmic autumn, and for 50,000 years, Taeeulju mantra will be chanted by every child, every adult, to strengthen their essence and to be enlightened. So we open up the Society of Enlightenment. And even science says that there is the cycle of spring, summer, autumn, and winter that is about 130,000 years. And we can actually calculate when this change occurs. And this principle of cosmic year has been handed down through Chambugyong 9,000 years ago, more detailed explanation through Hado and Naksa, those 8 trigrams, and then became 64 trigrams of I Ching. And then the diagram of cosmic year that you just saw was given to us by 태상종 도사님 when he founded Jingsando. So that's Chambugyong, that's Hado and Naksa, and those are the 8 trigrams, and then it develops into 64 hexagrams of I Ching. And then finally, we have the cosmic year diagram based on all those diagrams. That's easiest to understand and very specific and precise. So in this little diagram is telling you the principle of meditation, principle of the cosmic year, which is given to us by His Holiness 태상종 도사님. We need to understand the principle of early heaven and later heaven. Later heaven is the 50,000 years of cosmic autumn that we're about to open up through and with meditation of Taeeulju mantra. So each time we may come together and meditate Taeeulju mantra, is each step we're opening more and more this later heaven. And as I said, one cosmic year is 129,600 years. Half of that is cosmic spring and cosmic summer. The other half is cosmic autumn and cosmic winter. The principle of mutual conflict and domination is the source of all bitterness and grief and the origin of sin. So that's the period of and principle that we have lived in the time of cosmic spring and cosmic summer. But now we're about to open up. Where does humanity stand? Open up the time of cosmic autumn. That's why we really need to chant Taeeulju mantra and open up our enlightenment. The transition period between cosmic summer and cosmic autumn. The fundamental order of cosmic autumn, when autumn comes, we return to our roots. Now is the time to return to the origin and one's own roots, which is our ancestor. So Taeeulju mantra is a mantra that is calling upon our ancestors. It is the mantra that is taking us to our roots. Earth is heading towards the tipping point like a bullet train that cannot stop. In the end, it is going to open the time of cosmic autumn. From the early heaven's destiny of mutual conflict and domination to the later heaven's destiny of mutual life-giving and life-saving. Gebyuk is not the end. It is the message of hopeful new beginning, and we are opening that new beginning with Taeeulju mantra. Why has there been only a limited scope of enlightenment? Because we did not understand the principle of cosmic year. A great change is upon us. The world of cosmic autumn is near, and when the time of cosmic autumn comes, all of humanity through Taeeulju mantra will be enlightened. The lack of proper understanding of cosmic year is limiting the past civilization to open up their enlightenment. The new order of cosmic autumn will be opening up enlightenment to all of humanity. But that means all of humanity needs to meditate with Taeeulju mantra. And as I said, you are the pioneers who will be teaching humanity Taeeulju mantra as time comes. And when cosmic autumn comes, the yin and yang will be balanced. Right now, it is not. The yang energy is greater because it's time of expansion. and we'll have a perfect cycle of 360 days in a year. So everything will be in balance. The Earth's axis itself, it will be shifting upright. And many people have predicted that, have made prophecies. And it is time of seeking out the beginning and returning to the origin. Because in autumn and winter, water goes back to the roots. As such, we need to go back to our roots, to our ancestry. Um, I've seen a movie, what is it called? Uh, uh, Black Panther, where he when he becomes a king, he has a vision of seeing his father, his ancestry. That ritual is what we need right now as we receive our crown and becomes the kings and queens of the time of cosmic autumn. We need to return to our ancestors and be awakened to our ancestors and become one with them. And that really is the meaning of enlightenment and the meaning of Tej Mantra. The Tej Mantra is: those who chant the Tej Mantra are those who are blessed with the destiny of 50,000 years. The Tej Mantra shall deliver the world's people. I have gathered the chi of all medicine into Tej Mantra. The Tej Mantra is medicine. Tej Mantra resolves all hindrances. Tej Mantra vanquishes all illnesses. Tej Mantra is the mantra to overcome the Kebyo, the time of change from cosmic summer to cosmic autumn. Taeulju, heaven, is the womb of the universe, which we are returning to. It is the root of the universe that we are returning to. It is the ancestry that we are returning to. Taeulju mantra is our first and foremost life source. We must chant it as if we are breathing oxygen. The significance of meditation, the only way to find the self, the true self, the self that is one with the universe. The Taeulju mantra is the essence of spirituality. The cosmic ear, understanding of the cosmic principle must precede understanding of the mind. We need to know the principle because the mind is part of the principle. So to understand the mind, we need to understand the cosmic principle, that the principle of cosmic summer, cosmic autumn coming into fruition, and our mind needs to come into fruition as well. It needs to be healed with Taeulju mantra. The Taeulju is a mantra of self-healing and ultimate enlightenment. It is the essence of spirituality. It is a holy mantra that will preserve you from all kinds of natural disasters and unforeseeable accidents and mysterious disease that is occurring now as well as in the future. People say a greater and greater pandemic is possible in the future as we destroy nature more and more. So we need both steps to take place. We need to be awakened, so structurally we do not destroy nature anymore, as well as we need to structurally, fundamentally change our immune system within us so we can overcome the mysterious disease or future pandemics. Although mysterious disease is of a different nature, but I'll go over that in the future time. Always remember that the world we're living is the threshold of new era of cosmic autumn. And it really is defined by the mysterious disease. And what is the nature of the mysterious disease? It's not really something that you think of. It's why wouldn't, and in the future, I will go over that. Before meditation, offer the water ball. And we went over sitting meditation. There are different ways of chanting. We're going to do dynamic meditation today. In the beginning, as I said, it's easiest to start by moving your hand. But if your body directs, you can stand up and move. You can dance if you want. You can stretch. You move your head, or you can kind of start pounding the area where you feel that needs healing to take place. Because oftentimes we hold our memories in ourselves, and that's where disease of the certain parts of the body occurs. Taeulju mantra has the hum sound. We looked at it. Taeulju mantra has the chi sound. Hum chi, hum chi, 텔천 상원군. So Taeulju mantra goes hum chi, 델천상운군. Take a deep breath. umnichiadure umniamnisapa. Take a deep breath. 델천상운군. Take a deep breath. umnichiadure umniamnisapa. Take a deep breath. 델천상운군. Take a deep breath. umnichiadure umniamnisapa. As I said, we'll be doing dynamic meditation today. Follow along the chant. As I said, you can start by moving your hand, or you can move widely. You can start dancing if you want. We'll chant, we'll meditate for about 20 minutes.
um치 태울천상운군 umni치야 um니함니사파 um치 태울천상운군 um니치야 도래 um니함니사파 um치 태울천상운군 um니치야 도래 um니함
태울천상운군 umni치야도래
니치야 도레 니함니 사파 치움치 대을 천사문 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 니치야 도레 마지막 한 번 더 집중해서 조금 더 빨리 외치고
I thank you all for partaking in 9-week workshop of Three Gates of Enlightenment book based on 9-week workshop. Um, Next Sunday, we'll be taking a week off since it's Mother's Day weekend. And then the week after that, we will be rejoining you, but at a changed time because some people on the West Coast have difficulty joining us. So I'll let you know what time that'll be. And also, we will be rotating different teachers, and we'll be giving different lectures, and we'll be leading meditation. So today, we conclude 9-week workshop based on the Three Gates of Enlightenment book. I congratulate you and thank you for partaking for the past 9 weeks in participating the Three Gates of Enlightenment book-based workshop. And I do hope you read that book a couple more times because the book contains a very deep message that I only scratched the surface during the past 9 weeks. So I hope you actually get to read that book a couple of times so you have a deeper understanding and also have a question about the book next time we meet. I thank you all for partaking, and if you have any comments, um, any questions, uh, please let me know. There's a person that says iPhone 914646527. I assume that is your phone number. And can you can you show us who you are and say hello? You're muted, so you can unmute and um, you have to unmute. Press the unmute button.
Oh, yeah. Is that
There you
better?
go. Yes. How are you?
I'm good. I thought I had it right, but I'm on my phone instead of my tablet.
That's fine.
But thank you for everything. And Master Kim, I also wanted to mention that you are right about that 1/10 of the schools in America are now having meditation, or they call it mindfulness in the mornings,
They do.
which is a big difference than some years ago.
It makes a big difference?
Yes, I think so. I think that also the people of the schools, the administrators are accepting it. 10 years ago, they thought we were silly, but now it helps. It helps calm the spirit.
Now we have to make them chant.
Yes.
we have to make them chant there too.
Well, but anyway, thank you so much for everything.
Well, thank you for coming.
Wishing everybody a beautiful week.
Yes, I wish you a happy Mother's Day next week.
Thank you so much.
So, as I said, next week we'll be off, and then we'll be rejoining the week after.
Okay.
We might be changing our time so we can be more accommodating for the rest of us.
I know my friend Grace will tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, dear. Bye. Good job. Bye. Oh, hi, John. Hi. Bye.
Bye.
Can you guys send me a little energy? I lost my cat this afternoon, and I can't send out a good energy. I could go find him.
Did he run away, or did he?
Well, he's an indoor-outdoor cat. I have a dog, and he's indoor-outdoor. So he happened to go outdoors because I was going to bring him to the vet, and he hasn't returned in 2 days.
Oh, no, 2 days is a long time.
Is a long time, so I'm concerned.
Okay, we'll do so.
Okay, appreciate it. But the dog is fine. Okay. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, Celeste.
Bye, Grace. Bye, John.
Bye, Celeste.
Bye. I'm going to go look. I was thinking of him while we were meditating. I don't know how to close. I don't know how to do anything.
You can we just listen and come back.
Yes. Hey, John, and how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Excellent.
Oh, I don't know how to turn this off.
Thank you. I always enjoy the dynamic meditation. It seems to energize me.
Great.
Yeah.
So yes, as I said, next week we'll take a week off, and then we'll join the week after. And Joyce, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Kamasamida. And I want to wish everyone, every mother in the room, a very happy Mother's Day. It's my birthday the day before, so
really happy birthday.
Yes, thank you very much. And I I believe John just said, I enjoy the dynamic meditation. I have the burning at the base of my spine. I've been having that for quite some time.
Very good, very good. No,
yeah, so
it's starting to work. Excellent.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
We'll rejoin the week after.
Okay.
Everybody have a wonderful evening and happy Mother's Day. And thank you
everybody
again for partaking a 9-week workshop of 3 Gates of Enlightenment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Mother's Day, and we'll rejoin the week after.
And happy spring. God bless. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.